is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
General West.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They do not score. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Saquon Barkley running right. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, Herbert. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I'm here.
You draw Corker. Ready?
Throwing again. Herbert. He completes it to Tate. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
SOS.
And it's 3rd down.
Greystone travel.
Mike 54.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Kill.
Check. Lucky. Now.
On third down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Mike 56.
On fourth down, Herbert.
Give me that ball, defense.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
4 down, 4 down. Check, 4 down.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Being chased out left. And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. We're scoreless after 1. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saquon Barkley. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready, 15, go to base. Mike, 15, all day, all day.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
You got him.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Set, hut. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. I got 15. Blue down, blue down. Wahoo.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
You ready? 56, Mike 56. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Bang, bang, bang. Leo. Fight.
On first down, Barkley. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
I got one.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Ready?
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Slam, slam, slam. Joker.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Come on, set.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check pass.
Team spill. Snap.
The toss out to Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Herbert. And it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
Let's get that ball. Check hot route.
On first down, Herbert. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vita Vea in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Kill. Under 10. 10. Watch safety creep.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Back 15.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go. Mike's 15. Mike's. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know, most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Miles Boykin, 81 yards, as they are able to cut into that lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. They'll go to Barkley again, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
15's the mic. I got 15. Oh, here we go. Oh.
That's complete to White.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
At the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Set, hut, Mike, and read. Mike 15, all right? In your face.
And now he'll tuck it and run. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Back and go full strength.
Now Jackson to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Set, ready. Hit the flag. 15, Mike 15. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Okay, ready? 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Switch. Back.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Khalil Mack. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Get it.
Now it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15. I'm coming.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he finds Montgomery complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
At the 30-yard line.
Let's go. 5-0. 15. Watch the run. They're running it. Watch this.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. Now he'll let it go deep left, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Jackson throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Get it.
Again, it's Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, tried to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Vikings 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
From the 41, Jackson. That's caught by Montgomery. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all